Hi guys, I'm really sorry about that. We've just been having a few technological difficulties. Um, yeah, we're trying to figure out why it's not letting us do it, but we think it's something to do with copyright. So we'll try and figure out what's going on next time because we both weren't wearing logos or anything. So yeah, we're not really sure what the problem is, but we'll figure it out. So this week we are going to discuss ethics and philosophy because we know that there's quite a few people in Nest conversation that really enjoy talking about philosophy. So this one is for you guys. And we've got Gina here on the phone. So yeah, say hey Gina.
Hello.
So hopefully you guys can hear her and we'll be asking each other questions. So yeah, hope you enjoy it guys. So do you want to ask the first question, Gina?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Ro, is there a meaning to life? If so, what is it? What is the meaning to life?
So I think that there is a meaning to life. I think that I think it depends on what is important to you as a person. So whether it's having fun or just being happy or Gina said earlier making money, which is definitely like a lot of people's meaning. Whatever it is that makes you happy, I think that is the meaning to life. So what about you, Gina?
Yeah, I think I agree with you. You can adapt it depending on who you are and what your beliefs are.
Yeah.
Like, for example, it could be helping people.
Yeah, helping people.
Hmm.
Or it could be, yeah, it's just whatever it is that makes you feel like your life is worth living. So the next question is, Gina, what should be the goal of humanity?
I think it should be to coexist with each other because we're so diverse and there's so many of us. It would be a lot better if we could just live in peace.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. I think like I was saying peace and love earlier on would probably be like what I think the goal of humanity is, to just come together and live peacefully together. So, Gina, the next question, does fate exist?
Does fate exist?
And what is fate too?
I think it basically means that everything happens for a reason, that things that happen now are predestined.
Yeah.
I think it can give you reassurance to believe in fate. So thinking that something terrible happened to you for a reason would make you accept it more and then grow from it.
Yeah.
What about you, Ro?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think like thinking that fate is out there is a really like it's a happier way to live because you can kind of like take everything bad that happens and make yourself think that it happened for a reason and that you can use it to grow from. But obviously there's no scientific evidence for it and yeah, we don't really know, but it's quite a nice way of thinking.
Yeah, so Ro, is the meaning of life the same for animals and humans?
I think that the meaning of life, yeah, I personally think that it is the same for animals and humans because I think both animals and humans, they want to, live their best life, pursue a good life, and they want to enjoy and not suffer. And I think that's the same for all humans and animals. In whatever it is that they do, I think that that's the same thing. What about you, Gina? I'm just going to shut my door. Sorry. You go, Gina.
Yeah, absolutely. I think animals and humans are a lot more similar than you think. Yeah. We both just want to have a good life.
Yeah. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. We all want to have a good life.
Yeah, and just survive.
Yeah, just generally survive the moon. So, Gina, how would humanity change if all humans' life expectancy was significantly increased to around 500 years?
I think we'd be able to get a lot more done that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could get multiple degrees, or you could have lots of different career paths to choose from and to change it to. But And I think people would stop being able to use the excuse, I'm too old to do this, it's too late for me, because it would never be too late.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be really nice. Like, I'd love to live to 500. And I think, like, humanity would just live in a completely different way if there wasn't such a time pressure to get everything you want to get done to. Like, everything you want to get done in, say, like, 60 years, instead having 500 years. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? You'd have more time to do everything, and you'd have more time to rest and just take your time doing it, and yeah.
Right. So, Ro, what is the best way to attain happiness?
Oh. So, I think the best way to attain happiness is to do things that make you happy, whatever that is. Just find something that really makes you happy and just, spend your time doing that. So, there's so many different ways to be happy, isn't there? There's like maybe helping others. What we were saying, find the meaning of your life, and then you should find happiness, I think. But also maybe just taking things as they come and like trying to just go with the flow, be peaceful is another way to attain happiness. What about you, Gina?
I think I definitely agree with you. I think also just looking at things positively rather than negatively, and just taking them as they go with the flow.
Trying to remain positive, yeah. So, Gina, do you think if freedom is simply being able to do what you want to do, are animals freer than humans?
I think in some situations they are. Maybe animals in the wild, not held in captivity, they are much freer than humans. They don't live governed by any rules or laws. What about you, Ro?
Yeah, I think that's true. And then, but obviously, there's a lot of animals that don't live, free lives, like factory farming and other bad animal things we've got in the world. Their lives are completely unfree and they're just stuck and they can't change their life. So, yeah, hopefully one day those things will stop and so animals can live a free life. And they can do what they want. That would be amazing.
Yep, absolutely. So, can human nature be changed?
Ooh. I think human nature can be changed, like, if people push for change, like, extremely push for it. I think it has to come from a lot of people wanting it to change, that eventually, so, yeah, I think eventually. What do you think, Gina? It's quite a hard question, that one.
I think it can change because we've been evolving for thousands of years and changing our behaviour. If it couldn't change, then we'd all be still living in caves.
That's very true. It has changed a lot, hasn't it? And it's changed. Well, to be honest, it's changing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I think you have to push for change, but it does come.
Yeah, absolutely. It might seem slow, but it's slow and it's gradual.
Yeah.
Just takes time to happen.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to happen.
Yeah. But yeah, we've come a long way, so it can happen. So, is a life that focuses on avoiding pain and seeking out pleasure a good and worthwhile life? What do you think, Gina?
Oh, that is such a tricky question.
I know, it is a hard one.
I think it depends on what kind of pleasure you're seeking out. If you're seeking it out in the form of drugs or just video games or something that's quite trivial and it doesn't really help others, and you're doing that to disguise pain that you feel from maybe losing a loved one, then it really isn't it's not good for you.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
And therefore it's not worthwhile.
You need to make your life worthwhile, and you need to learn from your pain. That's
very true. I think avoiding pain will lead to more pain eventually, probably.
Absolutely. You have to process it. It's like when you start an exercise class for the first time. everything hurts,
It
but
burns.
that pain is a sign of growth.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it. I think also like seeking out pleasure, it's good for like short-term happiness, but maybe pleasure, like, you know, eating a nice cake, it lasts for like a minute, but doesn't give you that long-term, you know, happiness. It's not worth living long-term for just a little bit of pleasure.
No.
But I guess some pleasure, it depends on the person, doesn't it? Yeah.
Alright, Ro, how do you define consciousness, and do animals have consciousness?
So I think consciousness is being able to decide, being able to think about things, or, you know, making a small decision, or kind of, yeah, some thought process. But then also consciousness could be like being able to feel and being like a sentient being which experiences things around them. So what about you, Gina?
I think I would define consciousness as being aware of your surroundings, being able to see and feel pain, pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah, pain and pleasure, being able to experience that maybe is consciousness. That's a good idea. So I'm going to pause it there, and we'll upload this video, and we'll be back in 10 minutes with another one. Thank you guys.
Perfect.
Bye.